Hi everyone, welcome back to Cozy Corner Planting. My name is Chelsea, and today we're going to switch it up a little bit. We're out in the garden and we're going to be doing some garden projects. We're going to be trimming some of our hydrangeas, and today we're going to be planting some new rose bushes. So if that's something you're interested in, please stick around. So I wanted to give you guys a good view of the garden in its dormant state. So this is my front flower bed, and you can see we have to deadhead our hydrangeas. We have our hostas all coming in. There's good green growth there. We have 5 hostas. We also have this skyrocket blue spruce. And we have 3 catmints here, the Walker's Low. So the goal today is to get these hydrangeas cleaned up. This is a Weigela that we are not going to trim until after it blooms. We have some creeping phlox here, and then that takes us around to the side garden. We have a this is a hibiscus, and then here we have a whole mix of things. But this rose over here unfortunately died, so I'm going to be removing this one and replacing those hopefully today. Okay, so I'm going to show you a close-up of how I'm going to be deadheading my hydrangeas. I am not pruning these up, I'm just deadheading them because I want these to fill up and be very large. So you can see here how we have buds starting right here. Good healthy buds. And this hydrangea does bloom on new and old wood, so it would be okay to go ahead and prune some of these back, but I'm just going to cut it down to right above that very first set of buds there, and I'm going to go ahead and do that on all. And then I am also going to go ahead and cut up some of these little scraggly pieces like this and keep just the big strong branches, and then that'll be it. So I wanted to show you guys a comparison and how I know that my other rose is dead. On this plant, you can see that there are healthy leaves branching out. There are green canes, and there are obvious signs of life. On this one, there are no buds swelling anywhere on the plant. There are no green canes, and if you scratch the plant, there is no green underneath. There are no shoots coming out at the base. So this one I am going to say is dead, which is really sad because these are really mature plants. This would have been their 6th year. So I'm going to dig this one out. I think what happened is that this evergreen kind of took a lot from the rose. So I'm going to pull this out. I don't know what I'm going to do with that yet. I'm going to get rid of this, and I am going to prune this up. I'm going to show you how I would prune my roses. And I'm going to pot this up and I'm going to give it to a family member, and hopefully it'll be able to be retransplanted because this one is really healthy. I have 2 new David Austin roses that I'm going to be planting in these spots. So I'm going to take this rose down to about 1 foot or 2 and prune it down really good, get it cleaned up, get all of the dead branches removed. And I have my little bucket here. And this is filled with rubbing alcohol, and in between each cut, I'm going to dip my pruners into it. This helps prevent the spread of diseases on roses. And you want to do this between each cane and also between each rose plant. You want to keep your pruners clean. So this thing is massive and it looks very overwhelming to get pruned down. So I'm just going to get started. So you can see here this shoot coming out right here. I think I'm going to take the plant to about that height, which is removing a massive amount of canes. But this will be easier for the plant to be transplanted so that it is not focusing on pushing out a lot of leafy growth, and it'll be able to focus more on root development. So I'm going to take my pruners and I'm going to go ahead and come in here. I'm actually just going to go ahead and take this dead one out. And then I'm going to snip just above this bud, and I'm going to angle it away from the bud at a slight angle. We're going to snip it just above there and take this whole cane out. So now you can see the cut there, and I'm going to keep doing that all the way around the plant. there is the after of our pruning. So I took out anything that was dead or crossing. I actually am going to remove this one, and I'm going to go in and remove this one as well. But for the most part, it's pretty cleaned up. You can see all of these fresh shoots coming out, and hopefully this transplants well. So here I have two new David Austin roses. These are the Eustacia Vi, and I'm going to go ahead and dig some holes in the ground where my previous roses were and get these in the ground. So we got all of the roses dug up and the new ones put in the ground. The David Austin instructions say to plant the rose deep, so to cover the whole crown of the rose. So we have that done there, and this one over here. So I can't wait to see that start to fill in. We've got a little bud there, and we also dug up the little evergreen. I also pulled out some lavender that I had on each side of the rose. It just was too crowded. So I have a lot of plans for this bed. We have some catmint and some salvia, and I have some peonies. This peony I'm going to be removing and replacing with a bobo hydrangea. I think I'm going to add some annuals to this bed this year, so I am very excited to see it start filling in.